Welcome back, whichever the case is. It's Taryn with TV Designs. Good to see you this morning. It is Saturday, August 27th, and I hope everybody's had a good stitchy week. I haven't gotten a ton of stitching done with the kids going back to school this week. We're trying to settle into a new routine, having to get them up and off to school cuts into the time I used to use in the morning to stitch, so it's going to take us a while to get used to it all. If you hear a lot of noise, two of the cats are out here with me. They are today learning to return to being outside cats, and so they're out here wandering around instead of being outside. This is one of them. This is Usti. She's the one that just had the kittens, most recent litter of kittens. She went and got fixed on Tuesday, and her partner in crime is also fixed, so they can now return to the great outdoors without me having to worry about new litters. But they are out here all over everything. I don't even know where they are. I can just hear them. Anyway, as far as stitching goes, I did work on my Duncan dog. Last week I said that I'd gone and bought some thread, and then I was missing one to work on him to finish the sweater. And I was going to have to go back. And when I pulled everything out to find out what the number was again, I'd already put the thread in the little bag that his pattern is in. It's not often that I'm proactive and organized, so when I do it, I just can't even remember it. It's so out of character, and so I just didn't even realize I'd done that, because that's how I roll. Anyway, I did work on him. I did fill in with that red on his sweater. I have those little white spots that are in his sweater are stitches of a different color that I just missed. I have no idea why. There is no rhyme or reason. There is no explanation except for that I just was not paying attention. So I only got that little tiny bit done on him. That's it. I did work on my Ronald McDonald house piece. It is coming along nicely, I think. Since last time I finished Compassion and I've gotten the door and everything. On the door, I'm off the door panels, the doorknob, and the little heart wreath are one row too high, but I just made adjustments for it on the cat, where the cat meets all that, and instead of ripping all of it out, nothing else depended on it except for this cat, so it's fine. So I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. There's no reason not to. And that's all I got done on my whips. But I did start this one. This one is Happy Accidents by, it's an Etsy shop. It's Good Morning Maui on Etsy. And it's a really neat pattern because they have this whole picture on the one page for the whole pattern. But they also have it so if you need the pattern to be bigger, I just took everything and printed it out. But they have it like zoomed in, where it makes it everything bigger and easier to follow and all that kind of stuff. But I didn't get a whole lot done. This is the easel, down and across, and I don't even know if you can tell, there's a little bit of the frame around the picture that's on the easel. That's all I've gotten done. Since I'm making it for my daughter, I have to work on it without her knowing about it. So that makes it a little bit more difficult to work on it. And that was it. That is all of the stitching that I got done. I'm hoping that things will settle down. We'll get a new routine going and get into a groove, and I'll be able to do more of that. I do have a little bit of haul. I bought this even weave. It's a 28 count. Mushroom is the color of it. I bought it to go with this pattern. It's Earth Dancer by Butternut Road. And so I think that I hope that those are going to be kind of close. And I've got pretty much all the threads that I need to get another start going, because I need another start. But there are some specialty threads that I need to order. But I'm excited to have the fabric and everything in case I decide that I need to start it. A few weeks ago in one of my videos, I was thanking everybody for... Sorry, I could feel something against my foot. I want to make sure it was a cat. For the Mirabilias that y'all were working on, the beaded ladies and the fancy dresses and the mermaids and the Mirabilias, the Nora Corbetts, all of those things, the fairies, because they're beautiful and I love seeing your progress, but I have no desire to make them. And that makes it wonderful because you're not enabling me. I'm not out looking for another start. And I asked, please keep doing that. Keep making those that I'm not interested in doing. And we had a rule breaker. Basically, that's what it gets around to. One person, within a couple of days, I'm watching FlossTube videos. And one person shows a Mirabilia that I'm like, oh my God, I have to have that. That is gorgeous. I have to have that. I thought it was a pretty simple request, but apparently not. And so I bought one. I'd been watching one on eBay, bidding on one that was a pattern, and I lost that bid while we were on vacation. And so I was looking again, which I shouldn't have been. I should have just let it go and taken it as a sign that I wasn't supposed to do it. But you know how that goes. So I found one that a lady had picked up at an estate sale or something, a bunch of cross-stitch stuff that had been kitted up pretty much, and sold it, had it as a kit. So it didn't come with the picture, it didn't have this picture, but it had all the other stuff. This is Santa's Magic by Mirabilia, and it is Pam Reed's fault that I had to buy this. I even wrote it down. It is Pam Reed's fault. She's doing this one, and it's freaking gorgeous, and it's not a lady or a mermaid or any of those things. So I had to have it. I don't know why you people want to hurt me like that. But it came with fabric. It says it's a dirty white, 29 count, and it looks like an even weave. It came with thread and beads. I think it's missing, it's got a whisper thread. I think it's missing some Krynic, and one thing of beads, and maybe another whisper thread. But mostly complete. Like I said, it's got the pattern and the fabric, and it was like 25 bucks. And they wanted, when I lost the bid on the pattern, I think the pattern got up to like 20 bucks, so I'll take it. Not that I need it. But I got it, so there you go. Again, Pam Reed. I blamed it. I'm telling my husband that you made me do it. Last Saturday, we went to a bee thing. And look, I got this cute little bee. He's got a face, but it's hard to see it. They called it a zipper pull, but clearly it's a key fob. Clearly. And I think that's it for haul. Actually, I was going to say I've been a good girl, but that's not even true because I bought some other stuff that just hasn't come in yet. So it's not here for haul. And last week I was showing this little thing that I had started, and I was saying that I didn't have any idea where the pattern was or anything, and that I hated to leave it unfinished. And because you guys are awesome, and the comments and feedback and everything is so awesome. Floss tubers are just an awesome group of people. Really are helpful, kind, just a wonderful group of people. And truly, I think the people who get on and are mean to other people, I don't think they're actually floss tubers at all. I think most of them are just people who are just mean in general. But anyway, after I had posted that, Darlene Baumgardner sent me a message on the video and told me who the pattern was by because she had done one. And I went and dug through the books I was getting ready to give away. Thank goodness she told me so that I didn't get rid of it. But I found the book and the patterns and everything, and so I'm so excited. There are 2 other ones. I may never hang it up. Chances are I probably won't. I don't know what I'll do with it, but I've got it. I can finish it, and that's awesome. On the downside, that's another whip. So maybe it won't take too long to finish it. Actually, a lot of these wouldn't take too long to finish it if I just work on it and quit starting new things, but I've decided to quit lying to myself and to quit lying to y'all. I'm not going to quit buying stuff. Not going to happen. And I've got a plastic tub that's getting full of kits or things that I've kitted up. And it's not just cross stitch. There's embroidery in there. I've got quilting stuff, and it's not even all of them. And it's already getting full. So I think I'm going to have my husband hire somebody so I can just stay home and quit going into the office. I don't have time for work. I've got too much stuff to be done here. If only. If only. Yeah, speaking of which, I'm getting ready to go back into the office too. I have a September 15th deadline, an October 15th deadline, and then an October 31st deadline. So there is little fun to be had this time of the year. We try to cram it in where we can, but the office needs us an awful lot. I guess that's it. I hope everyone has a wonderful week. Again, thank you so much for the kind comments, the encouragement. This is the best community ever, ever. I've been parts of other communities, crochet, and I'm not saying they're bad, but this has just been so awesome. So awesome. I was going to say that I see some of the fights on Facebook and the cattiness, but I really don't. I don't get on enough, and usually by the time I know anything's even happened, it's already been deleted. So that hasn't even been an issue for me to see it. So it's all good. It's all good as far as I'm concerned. Ignorance is bliss, and it's been nothing but wonderful for me, and that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. Anyway, thank y'all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for returning. Thank you, new subscribers, commenters, the people who are sticking with me. All around, I just love it. I'm in love with it. And guys, we are all awesome. Just take that with you. We're all good. Have a great week, everybody.